very dark.
No, it's fine. What do you mean?
You sure?
Yeah, what are you going to do? You're not going to be able to open that window anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Why do you always laugh at me all the
Just because
time?
you're funny. You're a funny person. I like being around you. You're funny.
So we've just filmed our trip announcement, and now we're going to be filming our Disney World non-negotiables.
Yeah.
We haven't shared our lists.
No, but
So
you
this
did
is
just
complete
ask me
surprise.
to do the intro and then did the intro yourself anyway.
Yeah,
So.
I just jumped in there.
You didn't. I didn't know that was happening.
Oh, sorry.
So, but that's
Sorry.
where we're at now. So we said in our travel vlog that we were going to do Disney non-negotiables. So when we go to Disney, there are certain things. We've been loads of times now. If you're new to our channel, hi. We've done a ton of things over several trips. And over time, you build things that are like, when we go, we absolutely have to do these things.
Must-dos.
So some of them are going to be very obvious, but there might be some things that maybe you haven't tried that you might want to add to your list as something new to try for your next trip. So we thought we'd share them with you and you can see what you think. And obviously let us know as well what your non-negotiables are, because you might have stuff that we haven't tried before that maybe we need to give a go.
Are you going to go first?
Where should we start? Should we start with like ambiance stuff?
Ambiance.
What have you got categories? I think it's probably the ambiance, like...
I've got rides, food, and I've got ambiance.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've got too. So let's categorise them like that.
Okay, we're going to start off with rides.
Rides, okay.
I feel like we should start off with rides.
I mean, the very obvious one to start with is Avatar. Yeah.
Avatar Flight of Passage.
Not the Na'vi River Journey thing.
Anyone that likes that Na'vi...
I have to do it every time, I'm sorry.
I'm insane that clip of you doing that in the living villa because it's the funniest
Do
thing
it all the
ever.
time. That one was very underwhelming for me.
The Na'vi River Journey was
It's
it's
I
a nice
think it's
break
'cause
in
we
the
queued
park.
for so long.
Yeah, no, we queued for far too
So
long
that kind
for
of
that.
took the edge off it a little bit. It was like we queued for like an hour and a half, not knowing what it was, and then this was a long time ago. But
Yeah.
then when we went on it, we were like, like it's cool, like it's, but I wouldn't queue like more than 15 minutes.
Yeah,
for
no
it.
way.
Yeah.
No
So
way. However,
Flight of Passage.
Flight of Passage, it's one of
Whole
those
different
rides.
kettle of fish.
It's just, unless you've been on it, and there's no point watching a YouTube video of the ride because it's just, I mean, it's just you've got the goggles on and whatever else. But unless you've been on it, you will not understand how incredible this ride is. It's got to be top.
It's hard to beat. I think it's because in terms of like the advancement of the ride,
Just really feels like
it
and
feels very, very real. Like if you allow yourself to immerse yourself in it,
yeah.
it feels very, very real, and we love it. I think we did it like 4 times last year.
We actually did it so many times last
Yeah.
year, didn't we?
And I'm not big on like spending the money on individual lightning lanes unnecessarily. Like for things like Ratatouille, I'd queue like for an hour. But for Avatar, for like $14 a piece or whatever it is,
Best believe we're doing
screw
it.
it. Like get straight on it.
We're
Like,
doing it.
You know. And then I think we queued, and then we did the thing where you go, we talked about this in our travel day announcement, where you go like half hour to 15 minutes before park close and get in the queue for Avatar Flight of Passage.
Best thing ever.
Unreal.
Pretty much a walk on every time you come out. It's usually dark if you go about September time, and just Animal Kingdom at night is just a whole nother level.
Yeah,
It's
like
just
you come out into
gotta
the
do it.
Avatar like land and it's dark and the floor's all lit up and all the trees and stuff are all lit up, and we were like just wowed by it.
We
It
were
was amazing.
mind blown.
It was amazing.
So good. How many rides have you got?
I'm interested to know what rides you've got on your list.
How many rides have
actually.
you got? I
Let
feel
me
like I
have
need
a
to have
look.
more.
I've got 3 and a weird one and a half. 3.5.
Don't you start with the decimal points because I can't be dealing with that. Number 2, Soarin.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And again, we had a weird experience with Soarin last year because
Pants experience with Soarin.
you can't say that because some people love it.
I
You
know,
can't
but
say
it's
that.
just. Oh.
So when we went on our trip last year, it was Soarin' over California. So they had changed Soarin' at Disney World or at EPCOT to...
Soarin' around the world, I think it is.
It's now Soarin' around the world. It used to be
Yeah.
Soarin' over California or something. And I'm pretty sure that Soarin' around the world was kind of Soarin' 2, like came from the California one.
Yeah,
So
it's the
anyway,
second one.
for a lot of people, that was nostalgic. The smells, the different places you were flying over, all that sort of stuff was very nostalgic. But the first time we went on Soarin', it was Soarin' around the world.
yeah.
So we were like, all right, Soarin' over California. And there's a lot of things about it that they learned from that one and adapted for Soarin' around the world.
Definitely, yeah.
Like the transitions, like when you go on Soarin' around the world, you get like the plane flies over your head and then you're in a different place.
Yeah, it's very, very clever. It's just seamless.
Yeah.
It just, yeah.
Whereas Soarin' over California is not.
It's like, but no,
it's just like different screens that aren't interlinked in any way. And we kind of got off it because Soarin is one of our, obviously for this video, it's one of our non-negotiables.
Yeah.
We love
Love
Soarin
it.
around the world. And we just got on it, we're like, it's not our... I totally respect that some people would love it and it's their nostalgia and all those things, but it wasn't our experience of Soarin. So
we were gutted.
We were kind of
We were
gutted.
so gutted. Because
Yeah.
they were only showing Soarin'
That
over California,
one.
weren't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
So we're super excited to be able to hopefully go back on that this
And
year.
do it, I want to say the normal way, but like
Our way.
maybe the modern way,
Yeah.
like just the way that I didn't go on it as a kid, so I didn't experience that. But we just want to make sure that this year we do Soarin' around the world, and probably like 3 to 5 times. Like,
Easy.
Yeah.
And sometimes when we went on there, it was like a walk on.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And just one point that I have that is a real bugbear of mine: when you are queuing for Soarin' and the captain comes on to talk about the ride, that's part of the ride. Like, shh, because some people will stand in the queue just like having a full-blown conversation while he's talking.
It's so bad.
And I want to take that in. Like, that's part of it for me. Like, I
Yeah.
love when he says like, "Nice job, pal," or whatever he says.
I
Like,
love it.
"Nice work, pal." Where you put your head in the, like
Oh.
that's part of it. Like the ride has started at that point.
Number 3.
Ride number 3. What's yours?
Are these the same so far?
The first 2 have been, yeah.
Okay, number 3, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure at
Mine's the
EPCOT.
same.
Is
Mine's the
it?
same. Yeah.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. I had 3 rides. I'll talk about the other one after this briefly, but
Remy's. Just... Again, it's one of those ones, you put the goggles on. I mean, I love Ratatouille. We both love the film.
Actually,
Absolutely love the film.
Yeah.
And that ride is just so immersive. It's just...
The
gives you all
music, when the music starts.
It's so good.
When you first get on it and he's like pacing around on the glass thing,
Yeah.
like thinking about what he's going to cook and all stuff like that, I'm just sitting there like,
Yeah,
love
just
it.
so
So
buzzing.
yeah.
It's such a
And
good
in the
ride.
queue where you go and you see Gusteau's
Oh my
like, on the
gosh,
rooftop,
yeah, the
that
restaurant.
bit is so well done.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's so good.
And we got a bonus with that last year because we were
Yeah.
it was down, the ride was down, and we just kind of loitered.
Yep.
And
casually.
then like there was like a ruckus and people started to move.
There was a big ruckus. People were darting in.
Yeah, people were
going
running
through the barriers.
And we were like, hey, the ride's up. So we queued for like 10 minutes, something
and
crazy.
went straight on.
Which obviously for Remy's is like, that's
Absolute
a really,
result,
really
yeah.
quick.
Because
quick
Remy's
time.
another one where
Yeah.
it's very long wait time
Yeah.
usually.
So you haven't got any other rides on your list?
No.
Okay, so my other one would have been Splash Mountain.
No, you're not allowed to do that because I was going to put that on the list, but I can't.
So for me,
No.
Splash Mountain is,
Well, that would have been top for me.
yeah, but
Maybe even
I'm
above
so-
Avatar, I don't even know.
what's the word? Like I'm anticipating, because we loved Splash Mountain. Yeah, we just love it. It's just such a nice time, and I know it's the same ride, and it will still be the same kind of flow. But
We've heard bad things.
I'm anxious about like what Tiana's is going to be, and we love like Princess and the Frog's a cool film.
I love
like,
it.
I've been to New Orleans.
One of my favourite films ever.
The jazz music and everything. It's a feel good film.
Yeah.
But we don't know, and we're not going to spoil it for ourselves. So we're going to see what it's like when we get there.
No spoilers, we're not watching anything. I mean, I hate spoilers.
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
We don't get on with that because usually I like to plan and be prepared for stuff, and Hannah's like, I don't want to
show
know
me anything.
anything. So the first time we got on a plane to Florida, she wouldn't let me show her. If you've been to Disney before or been to Florida before, think about how much stuff there is to talk about. Every time I went to talk to her about our trip, she was like, "Ha, no." She didn't want to know, not a word. So she was on the plane, just like. It's like she had like no idea, hadn't seen the parks, hadn't seen the restaurants, had like nothing.
No idea where I was going.
Like all
no
of it
idea.
was new, and I was like, "What if she hates it?" Like, but clearly she didn't.
Clearly, I'm obsessed. So that's my ride. That's the ride's done.
All right,
Right,
so
next category. Hang on, let's just do a hair zhuzh.
what's a zhuzh?
Just like a hair boost. You know, like.
Oh,
Oh right, yeah. You've got no hair, babe.
going grey
You are going very grey.
at 30 years old.
Like.
Don't do that.
No, I really like it.
I can't help it.
No, I really like you. But you are going very grey.
Yeah, I'm very aware. I'm gonna go bald soon. Just
And
like,
you used to get blonde in the front,
think
which
I
I
should
actually
shave
think
it
you
off.
should get
Yeah,
back.
but then the blonde means that I'm blonde, brown, and grey.
Yeah,
So,
maybe not a
I
little.
just wish it would all go grey because then it would at least be consistent. You know?
Yeah. You're rocking it though, you know? You're
Well, I'm
rocking
doing
it.
my best.
Right, you're going to take control of this next category, food,
Restaurants.
restaurants.
Food/restaurants.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I probably need to add a couple more. All right, I've only got restaurants, so let me talk about quick service quickly. Have you got quick service stuff on?
No.
Oh, okay. So
No.
obviously we're going to be there
No.
over Food and Wine Festival. So
I forgot about that.
So there's a couple of things. It's really hard to try everything at Food and Wine, and Han has a pretty serious nut allergy as well, so we have to be careful about what we eat.
Got to be careful with the allergy.
And every stall we go to, they have to phone the chef and the management.
They're amazing.
They are
by the
really,
way.
really good. Like
if
Disney
you've
are
got
really
an
good.
allergy, a food allergy or any allergy, like they just make you feel so incredibly safe.
Yeah.
Just go above and beyond with everything they do, but
Yeah.
they made me feel just so
Really
relaxed and safe. They're
Yeah.
amazing.
We won't spend too much time on it, but there are, I think between us, there's probably 2 things at Food and Wine, and I know they change it every year, but a lot of the time things are at least somewhat consistent.
I know what they're gonna be.
Kenyan beef.
Kenyan coffee barbecue beef.
How did you know the whole thing from start to finish off? But you just
I've done
reeled that
a-
off.
I've done a lot of
Kenyan
TikToks.
coffee barbecue beef. Just like know the whole thing off by heart. But it comes with this weird like potato puree.
Oh,
that is just-
no, it's can't remember.
I can't remember, but it's got
Can't
like this
remember.
barbecue sauce on it. The meat is fantastic, and usually the portion you get for the price for like
Whammo.
$6-7 dollars, whatever it is pretty good.
It's really good. All of the portion sizes, I think, in Food and
Yeah.
Wine are really good.
I really feel like they've made the portions bigger.
You said that, didn't you?
I do feel like they've made the portions a
Yeah.
bit bigger. The other one is the thing that you have from
The American stall.
which is
I don't know the actual name of this one, but it's the beef and horseradish.
bun thing. Is that what that is? A bun?
Bun thing.
Yeah.
It's like it's got pickled like vegetables in it.
Yeah.
And it's got
very
this
nice.
beautiful horseradish sauce. The
Yeah.
beef is so tender.
Yeah.
It's in a little bun. It's just
Yeah. So those are some of the quick service things. There's other things that I would rate, but like they're not non-negotiables. The Coke slush from the ice cream parlour on Main Street in Magic Kingdom, that hits different. Like if you're gonna have a Coca-Cola, it's
Coke
not
float.
a slush, is it?
Coke
I said
float.
slush. A Coca-Cola float with ice cream in it.
You
while
love
you're
that.
walking around Magic Kingdom, that hits different. That's absolutely up there. What's your other one?
mine. Polynesian Dole Whip.
Dole Whip, of course. Yeah.
Dole Whip. It's just every time I go to Polynesian, you just got to get the Dole Whip. And I know you can get Dole Whip from other places other than there, but I just feel like being at that resort,
At that window.
getting the Dole Whip, walking around, it's just the best for me. I love it so much.
I'm really hoping that soon, because obviously they're building the new extension to the Poly.
So built it. The rooms are open now.
Are they?
Yeah. Honestly, it's all open now.
I thought that was opening end of this year.
No, it's open.
What, to book?
Yes.
Are you sure?
1 second. Okay. I stand corrected. December 2024.
So confident.
Maybe it was
So
because
confident.
maybe it was because I saw the pictures were released.
It looks really good though.
Okay, I could probably just insert a photo, but
Nah, do
look
it the
how
old school way.
incredible.
But
I'm really
see what
sorry. I
mean?
thought they were open.
So like this is the walkway. So you will now be able to connect again between the Poly and the Grand Floridian like you used to be able to.
That was honestly.
But then
such
they've
a
obviously
vibe.
closed that walkway down.
Look at the
extension.
lobby.
Oh yeah,
I'm
we're
going to pop in a
there.
photo of the lobby.
We are. It's beautiful. Is that a water
That
feature?
looks like a flipping water feature.
Oh my
Look at the
goodness.
green. Look at the topiary in the thing.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
The Polynesian is unreal, but that
We're gonna have to fork out for a night at the Poly at
I
some
think
point.
we're going to have to do that. I think we're going to have to go to the Polynesian.
We just announced our trip for October 2024. So, all right, new trip announcement.
New
I guess.
trip.
Yeah. Woo! Let's do another video, another trip announcement. Better put our hands in our pockets. Anyway,
Restaurants. Can I go first, please?
You can indeed.
I feel like we're going to overlap.
Go on then.
Number 1, Topolino's
Yeah,
Terrace.
without a doubt. Without a doubt. And it speaks volumes that it's number 1.
It's number 1. As well, this is number 1, Topolino's Terrace.
Mm.
Just the vibes,
The food.
the food is
goodness.
ridiculous. It was like we were in a Michelin star. I mean, I've never, ever, ever tasted food like it. Even
It
the
was-
bread, the starter, was like, I ate this bread and I put it in my mouth and was like, this is hands down the best thing I've ever tasted in my life. And I know I say this about, I literally knew you were going to jump in.
You say that about everything.
I say
Like,
this about everything, it's the best thing ever, but,
yeah, be like a baguette from Sainsbury's.
but,
Best baguette.
this, not fair, but this bread
Yeah.
was the best thing ever.
And like, yeah, Han says it a lot about pretty much everything she eats. But like, and it's great to be that
It
excited
is, I
about
just get
stuff.
excited
yeah,
about
of course,
it,
there's
yeah.
nothing wrong with that. But like, I would probably have a better measure of like the greatest thing
With your
ever
decimal point ratings.
because I don't say it about everything. Sorry.
You can go
But
next.
what I was going to say is I 100% agree with you. It's the best starter I've ever had in my life. So just, what was it, ricotta cheese?
Ricotta cheese, bit of tomato dip.
It was amazing.
The bread looked
Yeah.
like a tree bark.
So Topolino's is number one.
Topolino's number one.
But the issue that we've been having is that until we went to Topolino's, our absolute non-negotiable was the Yachtsman Steakhouse. And we talked about this in our travel announcement vlog. But like now we're stuck because we have
I'm really stressed out about this.
Two kind of fine dining restaurants that we love almost equally, but Topolino's has kind of taken over.
Yeah, no, Topolino's has well and truly taken over.
It has well and truly.
And now we just don't know what we're going to do. Because the Yachtsman Steakhouse, you've been there every single trip.
Every trip.
I've been to Disney World 3 times now.
Every
and
trip.
I've been there every trip.
Yep.
And I just cannot imagine obviously we're going to walk past it and we're just not going to go. I don't know how we're going to do that.
I don't know that we will. I think we're going to walk past it and be like, book it.
And it's not the same, like I know they've got the little attachment, like the bar next to it.
That
and we
was
were
kind of
saying,
out,
should we just get a drink or something there? But it's not the same.
No.
It's not the same.
No.
So we're just going to have to, I don't know what we're going to do about that yet.
Yeah.
But
Alright, what else? Are we saving the ambiance for last?
yeah.
Right, okay.
Are you, I'm still on restaurants.
Yeah, I'm still on restaurants.
Oh, I've only got one other restaurant. I feel like I'm missing out loads here. I've just got Olivia's Cafe.
I have Olivia's Cafe, I've got one other.
Oh, okay.
So Olivia's Cafe kind of moulds between restaurants and ambiance.
Okay, yeah, because it's the
Do you know what I mean?
whole
'Cause it's
experience.
the whole experience. Yeah. So Olivia's is, I feel like Olivia's is slept on.
So I don't feel like
It's so quiet.
anyone speaks about Olivia's
It's so
Cafe.
quiet. Yeah, I've never seen anyone else go to Olivia's.
No.
Like any of the big YouTubers.
Honestly,
I've never seen
it's
it.
crazy.
So what we recommend is drive to Disney Springs, or obviously if you're staying on property, you can do it a different way, but Disney Springs will get you to Olivia's, and we love the boat ride from the boating dock at Disney Springs on the, probably, is it the north side? I'm not sure. But go over near where the Christmas shop is, go through the back, there's like an artistry shop there as well, go through the back, round the corner, onto the boating dock. Now there are 3 boats you can get from there. Take the boat that takes you to Olivia's Cafe.
Old Key West.
Which will which will take you round the river, past a couple of the other resorts.
And the boat ride itself is just, I mean, the fact
Beautiful.
that, Disney Transport is just incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, the boats, the buses, the monorail, the Skyliner, all of it is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can just hop on a boat for free.
For free, yeah.
You don't need a park ticket,
free.
you don't need a Disney park ticket, you don't need to be staying on Disney property,
Yeah.
you just hop on a boat for free, and that experience itself is just, this is why it's an ambiance.
Yeah. And I think if you were a couple, or even if you're a family, the parks can get so hectic. Like, I get that there's so much to do, and you could spend 12 hours a day in the parks every day quite comfortably, but if you wanted a break, go to Disney Springs, get on the boat, you won't believe how peaceful and quiet it is, and it's such a nice change of pace. To get on the boat, go over to Old Key West. When you get off the boat, you'll literally be at the entrance to Olivia's Cafe. I always say ask to sit outside, because it can be you're kind of missing out a little bit if you sit inside.
Yeah, definitely sit outside. You've got the water,
outside.
the palm trees, the boats coming in, just all the noises and just the sounds of just...
And we recommend it for lunch. We would
Yeah.
say go for lunch when the parks are at their busiest.
Yeah.
Come out, do that whole thing, and we love it. So it's on our non-negotiable list. So my only other one now is Gaysir Point. I would put Gaysir Point
Oh, I've forgotten Gaysir Point.
I would put it on my non-negotiables.
Oh, 100%.
Even for like a bar snack.
Yeah.
And an hour. And again, it fits into
both
ambiance as well, because again, Wilderness Lodge is probably the most, between that and the Poly, the most ambient places.
Tranquility.
Yeah.
Serene.
Nice.
Serene.
Toilet paper word of the day. Nice.
Toilet paper, what is that?
Well, you have like word of the day on the toilet paper sometimes.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Those 2 are probably the best ones just to walk around, particularly in the evening.
Yeah.
Like the Poly has like the Hawaiian music and everything, which gives you a real kind of authentic feel, whereas Wilderness Lodge is more the smells, I would say, because people are toasting, doing s'mores. You can walk past all kind of the really fancy villas and stuff, down to Gaysir Point, and then even if you just went down there for a drink in an evening and you wanted to do something different from like being in a manic park or going out for dinner, you can go down to Gaysir Point. You could just get a beer or have a drink and just sit. And if it's a dry evening, it is there are very few places on Disney property that I would put above it for just a relaxing evening drink and a sit down.
Yeah. And you can watch some sports from Gaysir Point. And if you want to get away from watching the Magic Kingdom fireworks in the park, you can watch the Magic Kingdom fireworks from Gaysir Point.
And I think they pump the music in.
Yeah, they do.
Right.
They did. In Gaysir Point.
So you can watch them over the Contemporary, and you can even take the boat from Wilderness Lodge to the Contemporary and beyond.
Yeah.
to kind of get back to
Just
Magic
brilliant.
Kingdom if you want, but we love it down there.
It's amazing.
All right, so that
We've
takes us on to Ambiance.
I've only got 2. I really feel like I've not.
I just
about
talked
this.
about one of mine.
Okay, well, mine's not really Ambiance. Mine's just a non-negotiable thing that I have to do.
Go on.
World of Disney store at Disney Springs.
Yeah.
First day.
Plushies.
Best believe I'm going in there.
Check out
Seeing
the
what I
plushie
can get.
wall.
Check out the plushies. Check out all the goods. We want to actually get some mugs at some point. We've been saying this for so long. We want to get some mugs, and we
Yeah.
still haven't got some mugs.
I think it's because they can be like, a lot of the mugs can be like really over Disney.
Yeah, a bit too much.
Yeah, like I don't want a mug that's got like Tigger, like, you know, like, you know, like coming out of it. Like I would just like a really kind of
Minimalistic.
minimalist.
Disney,
Yeah.
like new
So
beigey colours.
We've been on the lookout.
But yeah, World of Disney store, 100%. I've got to go there.
Yeah, I think Disney Springs in general kind of falls into that category. There's a lot of things we like doing at Disney Springs, like going into Basin, where you can try all the different soaps. And we're big on smells and soapy stuff and all those sorts of things. Candles is another one. So I think like Disney Springs in general is like really up
And
there.
there's the new light
the
up
new
show.
drone show as well. Yeah, which people are raving about.
Really?
Yeah, like really good reviews.
See, I haven't seen a lot of it. 'Cause
I haven't
I'm
seen it.
trying
I haven't
to
watched it.
not
I'm trying
really?
not to as well. I'm trying to be good.
No
because
spoilers around here.
I don't want to have seen it and Han hasn't. So you know.
I'm really excited about that because that would be a lovely evening. We could get something to eat and then watch the drone show.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think there's some things that like just make Disney Springs in general like a vibe.
Yeah,
like where we
such
have
a
to
vibe.
kind of like I love walking around past like the boatyard, all places like that, going over the bridge, like the Lego store, all that kind of like there's so much stuff there that it just we go down there a lot, don't we, in Disney
Yeah.
Springs. So and obviously having that show there gives you more of an excuse to go there in the evening.
Yeah, definitely.
But I would say do that on a weekday because
Yeah,
I
100%.
can almost guarantee that on a weekend it's going to be ridiculous.
Gonna be
But the
crazy.
thing about it is, it's completely free. It's free to park at Disney Springs. You don't need park tickets. So say, like us, you're there for more than 2 weeks and you want to start to get into the Disney atmosphere before you activate your ticket. You can go down there for free. You can watch the show for free. You can walk around Disney Springs completely free. Like, it's just such a lovely evening. The chocolate shop as well.
Oh, the chocolate
truffles
shop.
in the
And we want to try
chocolatiers.
Gideon's for the first time. We keep saying we want to try Gideon's.
Yeah, we're just always put off by the queue, aren't we?
I know.
But we should just, like, brave it.
Yeah, I
at
feel
some
like we
point.
should.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so Disney Springs is one. Mine is the Boardwalk.
Yeah, I've got that.
So
That's
just
my only
the
other one, yeah.
general ambiance of the Boardwalk, pulling up down there. I like to get a cold drink or a Red Bull or some ice cream or something,
Yeah.
and then just do that whole loop. And we
Yeah.
go in all the resorts. We go in Yacht and Beach. We like to check out like the merchandise shops inside the resort. So Yacht and Beach, Swan and Dolphin, the Boardwalk itself, and just walk all the way around it. That take like, you could spend a good couple of hours down there doing that. And we probably do that, 3-4 times a trip.
And it's so underrated. Again.
Yeah, and again, really peaceful and quiet. And you could literally come out of EPCOT,
Yeah.
out the back, between, if you've never been to the Boardwalk, you can find it from EPCOT between the UK pavilion and France. So rather than go, when you come over the bridge from the UK and go into France, there's a diversion down to the right, which will take you out of EPCOT. There's an exit there, and then that will take you directly onto the Boardwalk loop. So you go down there, you go out of EPCOT, and you will find the Boardwalk loop. So
Got
again,
Skyliner.
if you with children or just as a couple, and it's maybe it's really hot and you want to get out of the heat for a little while, or the park is really busy, jump out the back, and you will get you kind of give yourself an hour and a half.
Yeah.
To just take that walk, go into the different resorts and get in the aircon for 10-15 minutes and just take a break. And then you can walk all the way back around and go back into Epcot and continue with your park day, but you'll feel like you've kind of had a bit of a rest. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
amazing.
good.
So good.
Absolutely. We love the Boardwalk. And then I would say for Ambiance, like there are resorts that we've already mentioned that are on our non-negotiable list. I could not imagine us doing a Disney trip without going to Wilderness Lodge. Or without going to the Polynesian.
No way. And what one do we need to go to this year because we forgot? The Grand Floridian.
Yeah,
we didn't
even
go
to
there
the
last
Grand.
year.
Yeah. One that we did love last year that we did with you for the first time was Port Orleans.
Oh my god.
And the beignets.
Oh wow.
That
We've
one's
got
on
to
there.
do that again. Again, get the boat from Disney Springs
Get off at Port Orleans.
and just
have a walk.
The quick service there was amazing as well. What did we get? We got like a pasta and we got the pizza as well, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Really, really nice.
But take, again, at Port Orleans, get off the boat and take the walk along. So the boat will go along the great big river that runs through Port Orleans. But you can get off there and then walk all the way along that river to the end, which I think is where... So the French Quarter is where you get off, and then Port Orleans is down the other end, I think. But you can cross over the bridge, you can walk back along the other side. It's a beautiful walk. And some people that go on Disney trips don't even know that these places exist or that you can access them without being a guest of that hotel. Disney opens these places up for anyone to be able to just wander in and out of, like, as you please. And we, I'd say more than most, really take advantage of that. We love 100%. To explore, go to the different resorts. Like I say, get a bit of peace and quiet from the hustle and bustle of the park sometimes. So a lot of our non-negotiables are like other resorts and things that we just love to visit. So I don't think there's anything else that I would say is absolutely... I mean, there's probably loads of other things, actually. But if you've got questions about any of that, maybe leave us a comment, let us know.
Let us know what your non-negotiables are as well, because we'd love to know. We want to try some new things out this year. I mean, we always do when we go on a new trip. We want to try new things out, new rides, restaurants, snacks. Yeah. Just let us know in the comments what your favourite things are to do at Disney World.
Because if we see, like, in the comments, like, the same thing pop up, like, 15 times...
We'll be like, we've got to do that.
Yeah, we've not had it before. Like the spring rolls at Magic Kingdom, the cheeseburger spring rolls or the pizza spring rolls. We've never had those. And there's some stuff that we say every year, like we you know what it's like.
Turkey leg.
Like at Disney. Oh, we absolutely have to do that this year. We have to do that this year. And then you get on the plane home and you're like, we still didn't do it. Like we just ran out of time or something, you know. But yeah, we've got so much planned. We've got 3 whole weeks to... just get into it, really. There's so much that we're gonna and daily vlogs, of course. So if you're new, please do subscribe. We're building up the channel. Hannah's doing an amazing job. Like she does all the editing and everything. So absolute star.
Thanks.
That's all right.
That's really sweet of you.
Yeah, she's the best. That's it, I think.
That's it.
Yeah, those are our non-negotiables. Let us know what yours are, and
see you in the next one.
Yeah.